Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're still following the rerun and the runoff of the second phase of the parliamentary elections. And now we have with us over the phone Nermin Rahman, our correspondent from Al-Daqahliya Governorate. Good morning, Nermin. Now, Nermin, there is a technical problem. I think calling Nermin Rahman, our correspondent in Al-Daqahliya, and we will recall her after a short while. Nermin, do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now, Abir. A very good morning to you, dear. Here I am talking from Al-Daqahliya, particularly from Mansoura, the capital of this big governorate. As you know, Al-Daqahliya is one of the biggest governorates all over Egypt. We do have here more than 4.7 million eligible voters. We are in the first day of the runoff of the House of the Representatives elections 2025. We do have 10 electoral districts distributed all over the governorate. And as you see, I am in Shajarat Dor School in Al-Gala, one of the main streets here in Mansoura. Everything is going okay, and I've asked the judges who are responsible for the polling station here. It opened exactly 9 a.m. Cairo local time to make sure that they are going to be able to receive the voters. But the weather is a little bit rainy, so we do not expect that a heavy turnout is going to start from now. And as you know also, Abir, that this is a working day.
Yes. Yes, Nermin, tell us more about the security measures taken around the polling stations and the logistics for the elderly people and so on.
Yes, Abir. There is an operation room which was set up in the headquarters of Al-Daqahliya Governorate to make sure that they are going to receive all the complaints, if there were any, and to interfere immediately to eliminate any obstacles on the way and to guarantee a smooth voting process for the voters without any obstacles. Also, there is such a fruitful coordination between the Governorate of Al-Daqahliya. Major General Tariq Marzouk had statements released yesterday regarding the fruitful cooperation among all concerned bodies, whether it's the Governorate of Al-Daqahliya or the Security Directorate of Al-Daqahliya. In addition to the health authorities here, there are health teams scattered also all over the polling stations to make sure that they are going to interfere if there is any voter in need. And the logistics also, everything was set for the voting process. And as you know, Abir, we do have accumulated experience in this, and it's now, I can say it that clear, that the officials here are totally trained to meet any irregularities or any problems on the ground, to eliminate them and to guarantee a successful voting process. Abir.
Yes, Nermin. Nermin, I know that we are still in the beginning of the day, but I would like to ask you about any violations recorded or any breaches around the school you are in, or anything not normal?
At all, Abir. You know, I was also keen to ask these questions even to the volunteers here. And as you see beside me, you are going to find the security personnel on the ground since the early morning to make sure that they are there to guarantee the enforcement of law. And Major General Tariq Marzouk was also keen to reassure the unshakable sense of the Egyptian state. Yes, neutrality, transparency, making sure that no irregularities are there, and that there is also no breach for the electoral silence from the side of the candidates, of course. Abir.
Yes, Nermin, I can see behind you queues for voters waiting to cast their ballots. I want you to tell me about the timing the voting process should be taking.
2 or 3 minutes maximum. I told you, Abir, and since the first phase, I was very much keen to speak with the judges, the employees, the volunteers, who were very well trained to make the voting process, as you've kindly mentioned, this very smart question about the duration. No more than 2 to 3 minutes, and that's all. And by the way, I'd like also to add that there are special preparations for people with disabilities or people with special needs. And the judges are very much keen even to go themselves for people with special needs or people with disabilities who are keen to come and to cast their ballot, to help them with all ways, whatever the disability is. Yeah, I mean, for example, in the first phase, I found, or I witnessed myself, a voter with a hearing disability. So there was one of the employees who was an expert, or she, to be accurate, was expert in sign language, so it took also no more than 3 minutes. And you know, I felt proud that all the preparations are there to help people with special needs, as they are part and parcel of our society, and their integration in such a political process, this constitutional right, is very important, and really showing to what extent the Egyptian society is that developed, is that civilized, and be able to integrate those very important sectors into the community. Abir.
Yes, Nermin Rahman, our correspondent from Dakhale, thank you very much for joining us from Mansoura, and special greeting to Mansoura citizens. Thank you, Nermin.